Yeah. It's your guy. BOBUTAH. Yeah. Let's get up in here and make some shorts, shall we? This is 003 version of the live stream series called Eat My Shorts. We're gonna take an hour to see how many shorts we can make in 1 hour, so we better get cracking, right? So you should see right here, I got a camera pointed at my iPhone. I like to do the shorts directly into the iPhone, to the app. Why not, right? And sometimes I have a plan for what I'm gonna do, but most of the time, just straight up freestyling, okay? So, like for instance, I see this short with this huge watermelon right here, and I'm like, what is this, man? But you know, the problem is, I noticed already, they're not gonna let me use this one. Look, you can see down there in the corner, there's no remix. They're not gonna let me remix it, okay? So we're gonna have to skip that one.
Drink a lot of food, and they say then they massacre it with 2 kinds of sauce.
What's funny about
a lot of food, and they say
what's funny about YouTube is they will actually show you your own shorts. You could be doom scrolling on YouTube, just relaxing, and YouTube's like, here, let me show you a short that you submitted. And it's like, congratulations, you got 1,000 views on it. You know, it's like, okay, thank you, YouTube. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for showing me my own short. No. All right, what's this? Nah, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do a short to that one. Skip. Ooh. Damn. A little bit of skills going on here with them. You seeing that? Boom, 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 boom. Honestly, it makes me feel like I'm inadequate as a producer. When I see someone this good at finger drumming, I was like, wow, you got your shiz together. I mean, I can sample them though, but I digress. Let's see if we can find something to react to here. You know my style. I like to find funny like videos to do a little green screen. Let's see here. No, you know what I better do? I better go to my notes. So watch, I can pop out here, open up my notes app, and we got like a whole list of shorts that I'll just go through, and I'll take notes of what I want to react to. Let's see, April, let's see, it's May. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, that looks good. What is this? What is that? Why is there no audio on there? Is that by design? It's just a quiet video where they're showing you this huge ass chicharron. You know what? Just because I like this video, I like chicharrones, I'm gonna do a freestyle to it. So let's go green screen. Let's find a beat here. be a short freestyle, but it'll be a freestyle. Chit, 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 chit. Like this. Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. Why do I gotta talk about this, y'all? Yo, it's a chicharron. All right, I'm already out of time. Let's just see if this happened to turn out as an amazing short real quick here. Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. Why do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. Why do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge. All right, so I'm gonna keep it. Yes, chicharron. Dip it. This huge ass. Whoa, stop your scroll. Whoa, stop your scroll. Should I put a stop sign in there? Boom. Look at this. Look at this. Huge ass chicharron. Huge ass. Okay. How do you spell chicharron? Yo, anyone know how to spell chicharron? You would think like a monster like me would know how to spell chicharron. Right? Like I would just have that tattooed on my chest, like chicharron for life. Let's see. That can't be it. Chicharron. Yeah, it is. Chicharron. CHICHARRON. So it's CHICHARRON. Chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. Let's go, God. I'm walking to get. I start stammering. Like that's how serious I love these chicharrones. Oh, what do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this. Whoa, huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa, what do I gotta talk about? Stop. Like seriously? Why am I so the way I am? Let's see here. Good God. Why do I gotta talk? Why do I gotta? And I'm gonna put here, I'm gonna acknowledge gibberish. Gibberish. Yeah. Because I'm so excited for those chicharrones. Talk about. Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa. Okay, so let's go back in here real quick. Whoa. I'm gonna grab the word chicharron because I don't want to have to spell that again. So copy. Chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my God. And then I'm gonna hit the pull button right here. And just like big chicharron paste. And this is going to be an obvious. I mean, most of you will be eating this, but some of you might be eating this. It just depends if you like pork belly, you know, fried out, sometimes with attached fat, skin, and hair. That's the good stuff. All right, so let's see. Let's make this chicharron pole yellow. And let's put it down right here. You know why I like to put the poles down there? So like if you're doom scrolling, you could just use your thumb and just smash on it and participate. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna add a voiceover too to add some scratches type situation. So like this. So it's gonna go like this. Here we go. Just watch. I'll just do it. You'll just watch me do it, okay? You'll understand while you watch me. Here we go. All right, I think I did it. Let's listen to it back. Whoa, stop your scroll. Look at this huge ass chicharron. Dipping it in some guac. Oh my good God. What do I gotta talk about? Whoa. All right, stop your scroll. It's done. We'll call that one done. So we hit next. And then what it will have me do is it'll have me do a caption. So I'll be like, let's do paste. And we're gonna do freestyle reaction and chicharron to this chicharron to this chicharron shorts. There we go, shorts right there. And let's pick out you got to pick out a thumbnail too. Whoa, stop your scroll. Chicharron. Yeah, that looks good right there. And then let's hit pop filter on that. You know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to add a little extra something. I think it needs a pig. Why not, right? P-I-G. E-I-G. And let's blast one of these on here. Big eye chicharron. And let's hit the check mark. And what's cool is YouTube lets you decide when you want to post these. So should we do this one Saturday? Let's do this one Saturday at like 1-ish. Hit okay. Yeah, it's not made for the kids. And then upload that short. Yeah. All right, one down. Let's go. Oh, don't forget, always thumbs up the video that lets you do the remix on. All right, so make sure you do a thumbs up on that and then subscribe to him if you haven't. This is a great channel, by the way. It's Chulada de Maíz Prieto. And their videos are great. In fact, should I do another one? Let's go to popular. Let's change that beat up a little bit. All right. So let's see here. Yeah. I had an idea earlier that I have to see if I wrote it down. It's a bummer. You know when you like think of a good idea and then it just pops out of your head and you don't remember it? That's where I'm at right now. Let's look at this video. Tacos en Mexico. That looks so delicious. I mean, is it dinner time where you are? Because that looks crazy good. Jeez, let me read some of the comments. Some of the comments might be inspiring me here. So I stayed 2 weeks in Mexico City during COVID. Couldn't travel the country, but I remember every food that I ate because everything was spectacularly good. Abrazos desde Brazil. Just came back from Mexico. I was there in 2 different cities and all I could say is wow, wow, wow. The food was so delicious. I didn't really understand what they give us here in the States because the Al Pastor tacos are so different. I have not tasted one that closed to the taste that I have in Mexico. I am so happy I'm going back to the country where I was born. I was impressed with everything I saw and tasted. Just beautiful. That's a good comment. All right, I think I'm gonna freestyle. No, I can't. Oh, you won't even let me freestyle to this one? See, if they don't have the remix feature on, they turn it off. They're just like, no, we're not gonna let you remix to this one. So I guess I have to move on to something else. Wow. That is some guac carving skills. Damn. Just going with another quick freestyle. Here we go. Yeah, whip it up and whip it up. You don't know, yo. Avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah, Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God, you realize that he's making a mess of them, and you will slide them down your throat hole. Oh no, even if I'm off beat, yo, I'm not F base, yo, going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle made of guac sauce. It is sort of crazy, going all the way in your mouth, and there's a jalapeno pepper to taste it, burning. Bite it down, and then you freaking hear the sound of the homies getting down. Yeah, whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God. All right, I'm going to cut myself short and see if it wants to do the captions. He's making a mess of them, and you will. All right, here we go. Yeah, whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God, you realize that he's making a mess of them, and you will slide them down your throat hole. Oh no, even if I'm off beat, yo, I'm not F base, yo, going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle made of guac sauce. It is sort of crazy, going all the way in your mouth, and there's a jalapeno pepper to taste it, burning. Bite it down, and then you freaking hear the sound of the home. Yeah, whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God, you realize that he's making a mess of them, and you will slide them down your throat hole. Oh no, even if I'm off beat, yo, I'm not F base, yo, going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle made of guac sauce. It is. Yeah, whip. All right, so I think dip. Yeah, whip it up, Yeah, slide, base, yo, going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this. Yeah, whip it up. Okay, here we go. Base, yo, going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle made of guac sauce. It is going all the way in your mouth, and there's a to taste it. Hear the sound of the home. Bite it down, and then you. Yeah, whip. Bite it down. And yeah. Yeah, whip. Yeah, whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God, you realize that he's making a mess of them, and you will slide them down your throat hole. So every time that you trim the video, you actually have to go back in and do the captions again. It just wipes them out. So YouTube, I do recommend that you do an update, because I love your app and I love doing the shorts directly on the app, but the captions could use an overhaul. So let's hit that again, generating the captions. So let's go. Yeah. Yep. So it goes whip, and then we go whip, and we go whip it up. Whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it. He kicking it with this big old machete, with this big old machete blade. blade. Yeah, Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made. All right, then you gotta turn the captions on its side. Right before. Yeah, whip it up, and whip it up. You don't know your avocado. Yeah, here we go. Edit. I'm gonna say whip it up. And then put you don't know on the other line. You don't know. You don't know your avocado. Your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. Right here. He's kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made. Right before your eyes. Yeah, doing the captions is kind of the hardest, aka most boring part, but it's still part of the comedy. Oh, good God. Let's see. Oh, good God. You realize. Let's go like that. You realize that he's making a mess over them. And you will slide them down your throat hole. I mean, who wouldn't want to? Oh no. Even if I'm off beat, yo. I'm not. What do I say there? Yo, I'm not off base, yo. I'm not off base, yo. Off base. Yeah, let's go add that right there. Go and dip. So we're going dip, and then I'm gonna add a dip, and then a dot dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle of guac sauce. It is sort of crazy going. I don't know if you could read those or not. I'll try to make it so it's not so blurry. Going all the way in your mouth, and there's a jalapeno. Just eating raw jalapeno peppers with that sandwich. You ever done that? Just munched a straight up jalapeno to taste and burning. Let's see. What do I say there? Let's find out. The jalapeno pepper to taste in. Burning. Yeah. Jalapeno pepper to taste in. Burning. Yeah, whip it up and whip it up. You don't know your avocado tossing like Carlos right here. He kicking it with this big old machete blade. Yeah. Carlos knows how to make the sandwich get made right before your eyes. Oh, good God, you realize that he's making a mess of them, and you will slide them down your throat hole. Oh no, even if I'm off beat, yo, I'm not F base, yo. Going dip, dip, dip in this Carlos made sandwich, and this bottle made of guac sauce. It is sort of crazy, going all the way in your mouth, and there's a jalapeno pepper to taste it, burning. Yeah, whip it up, right. Whip it up. That's not a bad short right there. So let's go ahead and hit the pop filter. Then let's go poll. And let's ask. Let's ask here. Let's see. Let's hop over to here to the iPad and see if we can get some information about this short. Los famosos tortas. So let's see here. Los famosa tortas de Carlos. Eat or yeet? All right, I'm gonna put that down here. Yeah. Slide them down. Next. So we got a poll in there. We got the beat, we did the freestyle, we did the pop filter, we did the captions. We should be good. Processing. All right. Freestyle to reaction to this tortas. Shorts. Okay. And let's pick out let's see. Throat hole. Yeah. All right. So we got we gotta have the thumbnail pick too. And then as far as when this one's gonna get released, let's go with Sunday PM, sometime around 3. And all right, freestyle reaction to this tortas. Upload short.
Muchísimo la mente las tortas del Chavo. Fiestas del Chavo, 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 que tienes que probar si es que te dicen. Que tienes que probar si es que te dicen. Que tienes que probar si es
yeah. All right. Let's see what other one we could do. So let's do this. Let's slide up. The attention to detail. Cutting off the sharp tips. You know, I haven't reacted to a big old watermelon video before. So this one says fruit ? Exclamation point. Taiwanese giant watermelon cutting. Taiwanese street food. No. Yeah, I might do that one. Let's do that one. Yeah, I'm just in the mood to do a bunch of freestyles, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Might as well. You know, if you're in the mood to freestyle, just freestyle. But there's a cool technique that I could do for this. I could record the beat. So I'm going to record the beat down to my Tractor DJ mixer first. And then that way, when I go to do the freestyle, my hands will be free to just do the, you know, weird sort of stuff I do with the green screen. That way I won't have to be all up in here. So let's do that. Let's start out with some bongos. All right, it's gonna go like this. So she's. Yeah. Ooh. Go. Cut it. Open. Yeah. Okay, so I think I recorded it. So what I got to do now is make a tractor deck right here. And you got to load up the beat over there. So I got it. And let's play it. Okay, so now that I got the beat ready, cut it. Let's back it up a little bit. All right. Okay, that's going to be queued up right there. Imagine if you're coming in and seeing this right now, this is like the weirdest chiz you've ever seen. So, all right. Okay, so now I have that done. Let's hit done on here. You can see it's processing. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking I'm going to get cheeky. I'm going to hit record and then hit play on this at the same time and just go straight into a freestyle. Let's see how it goes. All right. Yeah. What you know about big old watermelon slicing? Going open. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete, slicing it, dicing off just the tip so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we gotta slice it up so precise it looks nice. All right. I think we got it. Let's play it back. Yeah. What you know about big old watermelon slicing? Going open. Yeah, so juicy. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete, slicing it, dicing off just the tip so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we gotta slice it up so precise it looks nice. Yeah. All right, I think that's good. Big old so here's what we gotta do next. Let's go with the captions and see if the algorithm wants to do the captions for us. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete, slicing it. Okay, so I gotta put the captions up here like this. Let me hit edit on those. What you know about yeah. What you know about big old watermelons? Any watermelon experts out there? Got the hookup, slicing, going good. What do I say? I gotta listen to this again. Here, hang tight. Watermelon slicing, going good. Slicing, go. Yeah, I make this explosion noise. Going. Big going. Oh, I think I say go in. And then there's like a explosion noise. Come on, in. Why does it keep changing that to? That is so weird. It won't let me change that caption. That is so strange. Let's see if it'll let me if I put it down on another line here. All right, let's see here. Wow, it won't, whatever reason. Yeah, slice and go in. Good. Open. Yeah. Open. Yeah, so juicy. So juicy. Yeah. Juice. So juicy. I want to put that on one line. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy. See me. Me and my boy just got this machete. Slicing it. Dicing it. Slicing it. Do a lot of pauses in this one. I'm not mad at the word, the cadence and the flow. See me and my boy, I just got this machete. My boy, I just got this machete. Slicing it, dicing off just the tip. Dicing off. It. Let's go dicing off just the tip, so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip. Bag. Yeah, we would flip. We would flip. Let's go with we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we got to slice it up so precise. We got to slice it up so precise. It looks nice. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going open. That's it. Let's go. What you slicing? Let's go. Juicy explosion. Noise. That's what it is. Open. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going open. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete. Slicing it, dicing off just the tip, so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we gotta slice it up so precise. It looks nice. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going open. So this one's the no-brainer. You munching this watermelon. You know what? I know they have a watermelon emoji. So, yeah. Eat or yeet. Yeah. So juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete. Let's see. Slicing it. Me and my boy. Me and my. Let's see. Got this. Just got this machete. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete. Slice. So it's gotta go me and my boy. So that's gonna be on one line. Just got this machete. You can't see me. Me and my. Let's go start from the top real quick. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going open. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete, slicing it, dicing off just the tip so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we gotta slice it up so precise it looks nice. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Big ol' question marks. And you know what? I'm gonna put kind of an emoji on there too. Like smirk. And you know what? What you know? Yeah. Big old watermelon slicing. Let's put that all on one line. Let's go ahead and put that like right there. Let's see. Watermelon. Telling you, man, art takes time, folks. Watermelon slicing. Yeah. What you know about big ol' watermelon slicing? Going. Open. Yeah, so juicy. Yeah. What you gonna do? You can't see me. Me and my boy, I just got this machete, slicing it, dicing off just the tip so it doesn't rip the bag. Yeah, we would flip if we ruined the merchandise. But you know we gotta slice it up so precise it looks nice. Yeah. Okay. What you know about big ol' watermelon? This one's done, so we're gonna go next. So what's left to do is a title. So freestyle about. Let's do an emoji on this one. Watermelon slicing. Slicing. Shorts. All right, so let's pick a thumbnail. I think I know the thumbnail. Yeah, that's gonna be the thumbnail right there. That's beautiful. All right, let's hit the pop filter on that again. Nothing like doubling up on the pop filter. That one is done. Let's go ahead and choose when this one's going to get published. And probably sometime next week. Let's say around 1 p.m. And that one is published. Let's go. All right, I think we have time for one more. I really do appreciate y'all for watching along as I make these shorts. But I'm about to wrap it up here, literally. So let's see if we have time to do one more, okay, shall we? Let's head back to my notepad. We need a quick one. I think this one will do the trick. I haven't watched this full thing, but I left myself a note that says it's... Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. You can see what I'm talking about. I don't know how long this lasts. But I need a beat that's like. All right, so let's hit the remix button. Let's go ahead and green screen this bad boy. All right, so wow, that's long. Okay. Let's try this one. It's so funny how I contemplate this so much, so focused. Whip, 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 whip,
See if it got the captions. I'm gonna have to try that again.
Let's do it without the.
Yeah. Whip, 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 whip your white. Whip, 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 whip your white. There we go. Whip, 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 whip your whites. Whip, 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 whip your... Okay, here we go. Whip, 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 whip your white. Whip, 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 whip your white. Whip, 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 whip your white. Whip, 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 whip your white. Whip, 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 whip your white, whip 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 your white, whip 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 your white, whip 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 your whip 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 whip.
All right, let's see if the captions
Your
right this time.
white, whip 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 your white, whip 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 your whip 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 your white, whip 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 your whip 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 your white, whip 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 your whip 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 your white, whip 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 your white, whip 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 your white, whip 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 your whip 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 your white, whip 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 your white.
I'll have to revisit this one, to be honest with you.
White, whip 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 your whip 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 your white, whip 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 whip
All right.
your white, whip whip.
I definitely tried. You see where I'm going with this one, but it didn't quite make the cut. So, that being said, I'm going to sneak out of here. I do appreciate you all for being here on the Eat My Shorts special with your boy.
You know what's up? I'll catch you on the next one.